Welcome to EMTB videos. In this review we are comparing two different Shimano 12-speed chains. The SLX M7100 versus the XT M8100. Both chains are cut to the correct length and then they are weighed, and it turns out they weigh exactly the same, 258 grams. Next we fitted the SLX chain to the bike and did a short test ride, just to get a feel of the shifting. Then we fitted the XT chain, and we couldn't feel any difference in shifting performance. A lot of the shifting was done under high load. So far the chains are looking very similar, except for the price of course. In Norway the list price of the XT chain is 20% higher. Another difference is the XT chain feels much tighter when holding it. There is significantly less lateral and torsional play in the XT chain. Then we cut both chains in half and joined half an XT and half an SLX chain together. This way we can compare the two chains while ensuring they are being ridden in the exact same conditions. The chain was lubed and wiped every time the bike was washed, about every 2 out of 3 rides, so it was well cared for. All the riding was done on trails during a pretty wet Norwegian summer. You may find the durability of both chains a bit disappointing, but the test was done on an EMTB ridden with a good amount of motor resistance, and the conditions were very rough. So here are the results. The grey line indicates 0.5% chain stretch. On a 12-speed system, the chain is considered worn out at 0.5%. We ended the test after 240 kilometers, and the SLX chain was worn out and then some. Chain wear seems to be pretty linear, so we calculated the SLX chain reached 0.5% stretch after 195 kilometers. The XT performed much better. It wasn't worn out even when we had to stop. Based on linear wear, we calculated the XT would last 325 kilometers, and that's a surprisingly big difference. So, which chain would we get? We didn't experience any differences in performance when riding, so price and durability are the deciding factors. As we have established, the XT chain list price is 20% higher, but the XT chain lasted 67% longer. We were really surprised by that. The price per kilometer is 44% higher for the SLX chain. This is based on the Norwegian list price. Chances are you'll find both chains at lower prices, but the price of the SLX needs to be a lot cheaper than the XT to make it worth considering. The XT chain beats the SLX with a big margin. We have previously ridden an SLX chain 500 kilometers before having to swap it. So this test was hard on the chains. You may very well expect much more than 200 kilometers from an SLX chain, and even more from an XT chain.